Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Ricky Sanders with Special Second Shooting Firearm Training Services. I'm here with
Nick Garcia.
And Jeff Wool.
All right, so we're going to be talking about a few things that has to be involved in carrying a concealed weapon and how you feel about it, why you want to carry one, and your sole purpose on it. So, what is your main reason why you want to carry a firearm?
My main reason is to preserve the life of my family in case an incident were to happen.
Are you ready for the liability that might come your way if you have to use it?
If my life has to sacrifice for theirs, absolutely.
What about other people?
Figure it out.
You figure it out? So would you
No,
go into
no,
defense?
they need to figure it out.
They need to figure it out.
Yeah.
So you're a law-abiding citizen, you carry a firearm to defend yourself and your family.
Yes.
Will you be willing to defend someone else if you see it fit?
If the correct opportunity were to be there, yes.
So the opportunity has to present itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. How about yourself, sir?
I carry to be able to protect myself and my family.
Other people?
There is a very high liability when it comes to stepping outside of just protecting my family. I have always looked at carrying a gun as a last resort, and I would look more to get out of a situation where a gun is needed before I actually need to use it.
But you never know.
That's
when you
that's
need
why I
it.
carry it.
So do you carry at condition 1, meaning round in the chamber?
Yes.
Do you keep your firearms at home at condition 1?
Yes.
You have kids, right?
I do.
But you have your guns properly secured.
I have it with a thumb scanner right next to my bed. So I get home, I check it in there, lock it up in the holster, so it's always locked in my holster and ready to go.
So you don't have to get ready, you're already ready.
I'm already ready.
You ever
time.
heard the concept? Either you're ready or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So you're ready too.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, could you go to jail for shooting somebody in self-defense?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Would it be considered murder or just self-defense?
I think that's what's determined by the courts.
The courts have to make that decision, right?
Yeah.
Through the investigation. So, last question. When you're with your significant other and you're in your vehicle with your firearm, is she allowed to handle your firearm at all?
That's a good question. From what I remember, she is. I don't know about the vehicle, but in your home, she's able to.
So
So
what's
the vehicle? That I don't know the answer to that.
what do you
question.
think?
I don't know.
Good question, right?
Yeah.
That's why we talked about it. Last thing, and I said that before, the Castle Doctrine. What about the Castle Doctrine? What does that mean to you?
The Castle Doctrine is the ability to protect yourself in your home,
Inside your home, right?
inside your home.
From an intruder. Now, this case came up in Riverside about this young police officer that, let's just say an individual walks in your house and he has a knife in his hand,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not pointing the knife at you and it's lowered at a low position. Do you still have a right to shoot and defend yourself?
I would think that you have more of a right to defend yourself because he has entered into my property uninvited.
Uninvited. So
If we were out on a street, then I think that the law would change because the circumstances have changed. Is he trying to come into my car? Then I think that Castle Doctrine would be applicable. But even still, it is going to come down to how the DA feels on whether they'll file a self-defense or not self-defense.
So it can go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you trust the justice system here?
No.
California, you say no, right?
Absolutely not. I think the DA will try to make an example of you.
All right, well, at the end of the day, you reserve the right to protect yourself and your family and other people if you see fit. However, some people are like, okay, that's not my business. I'm gonna mind my business, but I'm not gonna stand there and watch somebody get beat up or murdered by someone else. So
Right.
I'll probably intervene just to defuse the situation so that they know that this person is not to be bothered just like me. I have the means of protecting myself and that person don't, but I still gotta use caution to say if I'm gonna draw my firearm or not. Because if I do, that's brandishing my weapon without the intent to use it.
Right.
Because if I point my firearm at someone and I don't pull the trigger, what is that considered?
Probably assault with a deadly weapon.
With the
That's what
intent
it
to
is,
cause serious bodily harm or
Yeah.
injury. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, are you sure you want to get a CCW? They say, yeah. I was like, you certain? Yeah. I was like, you got enough money in your account just in case you go to jail? Why would I go to jail? You can still go to jail by defending yourself with your gun, especially with all these rules that are coming up in California. Anything else to add?
Training.
Yeah.
I think to Nick's point, knowing Nick and knowing myself, if I carry a gun, I carry it with a very, very high responsibility of my own actions. I need to know how to handle that gun. I need to know how it's going to react so that I don't endanger anyone unnecessarily. And I take that responsibility very seriously, investing in thousands of dollars annually in training to ensure that if I use my gun, I know what it's going to do, how to use it, and for me to be accurate in my shot placement.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Absolutely. I would say it's a family matter. Once like a father decides to, or a mother, it's their responsibility to educate the entire family
Yeah.
of the responsibility of it and also your constitutional rights to be able to carry. It's super important that we raise the next generation to understand that, believe that, and not be manipulated that firearms crawl out of the safe and shoot you. So,
That's a myth.
Yeah.
You say, do you have your firearm securely stored? And the answer to that is yes, but I also go the extra mile to ensure that my kids, who the youngest is now 13, are educated in gun safety so that if they ever see a gun, maybe outside of my house, they would know to get an adult, to how to handily or how to properly unload that weapon so that no one could get hurt. And that's just simple gun safety law or gun safety.
So education is the key too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And people
Education.
understanding that guns are not toys. They can cause serious bodily injury or harm or death.
Yeah.
And
They're
you
a
don't
tool.
want that. All right, so further on down the line, I'm going to do more concealed carry weapon interviews and talk to people and get their point of view on it. So with that being said, we're going to move on to our next topic, and that's out here.